Good morning, friends. It is Sunday morning and I'm just getting ready for my Swimply today. I've got on my lime green airy bathing suit. It's a little odd in the fit, but I like the color and it's cute. So yeah, the straps just like fall down. They just kind of have a mind of their own. So I spend a lot of the time just yanking them up. But yeah, I'm excited to do a Swimply. This is Shakespeare Guy's first Swimply, so gotta show him a good time. It's like it's 85 degrees and it's only 11:30, so it's gonna be a scorcher today, so perfect pool day. Last night, PD and I just stayed in, watched Ultimatum Queer Love, and yeah, gosh, that show is really a fun little mess, isn't it? I feel really bad for the two femmes that like ended up with each other by default, because AJ, who's like the most popular mask one, chose Maria, who I didn't see that coming. And then like everyone was just like, AJ, you're a player. And I'm like, yeah, you kind of are. AJ kind of like told everyone that they were their number one, and then chose Maria out of left field. So anyway, I'm going to pick Shakespeare Guy up because the Swimply is like a mile from his house, and pick some Starbies up on the way because I physically can't go to a Swimply without getting my cold brew. So I'll take you along with me as we go do that. But yeah, I'm so excited for a pool day, much needed. Yesterday, I feel like I was in full at home alone hibernation mode, and now I'm back out in society. Okay, coffee's obtained. Y'all know what it is. And then look at this absolute foam monstrosity. There's like no coffee in here and all foam. Sorry, it's not a monstrosity. It's just, I like to get as much bang for my buck coffee-wise. Get all the coffee. Alrighty, let's go pick up Shakespeare Guy. Made it to the Swimply. Pretty Gorgina. It's a beautiful day. Got my Corona. Look at that, Gorgine. It is Monday afternoon. Last I saw you, I was at the Swimply. That was a great time. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous pool and a nice scorcher of a day. We had a really fun time. I will say the Swimply host, this woman, I won't name names, but she was the most active and involved Swimply host I've ever met. Usually they just kind of say a quick hello and leave you to your own devices, but I could tell she like really wanted to hang. I think she lived alone and was a little bit lonely and like really wanted to like talk to us and hang out with us. And she was just giving us a lot of exposition about her life. And she like brought us out some beers. She was really, really sweet, but she was like so over accommodating that after a while we're like, okay, thank you. Like, thanks so much. And she just like would not leave and like checked in on us a few times. But yeah, anyway, she was like, a lot. God bless her though. I hope she's well. I hope that other people want to talk to her more than we did. But yeah, it was a really fun time. And then last night we just got dinner and hung out and finished season 2 of Gilmore Girls. The most important episodes of the season, not the whole season. There's like 22 episodes a season. But yeah, it was really fun. We got food at Salsa and Beer, which is like a Mexican place nearby. But I'm bummed because I'm not gonna see Shakespeare Guy for 3 weeks because he's gonna be out of town like visiting family and stuff. So that's a bummer. But later on this week, I've got a date with Daniel. So that'll be good. I haven't seen him in so long. And yeah, and then Ethan gets back tonight. I'm picking him up from the airport later this evening. I've had one session so far today and then a couple more. Trying to make some plans with the girls for 4th of July, trying to solidify those plans. What else can I tell you? Just catching up on my Love Island right now. I'm one behind. I missed the episode from last night. So it's reaching the post-Casa Amor lull of the season, which is not my favorite time of the season, where there's just a lot of bodies in the villa and not a lot is happening.
Are you guys watching Love Island still? I'm watching episode 26, and the way that those men just came for Amaya and had her bawling and then just kept adding salt to the wound and all ganging up on her, it was sick. It was a humiliation ritual. And I love her. She's my favorite person on this show. And just because she uses words like babe or mi amor, or like is attentive and sweet and wears her heart on her sleeve, you avoidant ass men can't handle her. That was so horrible to watch. And thank God people are rallying behind her on TikTok and Instagram, because these men are going to look so dumb when they get off the show. I can't wait for the men to go on TikTok and see that everyone loves Amaya and everyone fucking hates Ace and is clowning on him. And the rest of the men who are ganging up on her have barely gotten any screen time because they're boring as fuck. And she's a star. I can't wait for them to see. I am so sick of these avoidant ass men and these girls who are like trying to be too cool for school and never cry and like never mess up their makeup. And then Amaya is just here being an absolute breath of fresh air, fun to watch, incredibly charismatic and incredibly loving. And everyone's low-key jealous that she knows how to be emotionally vulnerable. I said it. There, I said it.
Hi, friends. I feel like I've looked better. I mean, I know this shirt is cute, but I just feel like tired under the eyes. But I am getting ready for a little date with Daniel. Long time no see. I'm excited to catch up with him, see what the helly he's been up to. I just finished the Love Island episode from last night. Woo! Maybe my eyes are puffy because I was crying my eyes out when Amaya was being hazed by the other Islanders. Yeah, man. Woo! This season is a real case study in avoidantly attached people who are trying to be too cool for school, and how that doesn't work on America. Or at least it doesn't work on me. I'm also obsessed with the new Lorde album. You guys, she hasn't gotten me like this since Melodrama. My history with Lorde is really liked her first album, like definitely listened to that a lot in college. And then in 2017, when I was in like my early 20s and Melodrama came out, I mean, that album had me by the throat. And I would say it was my personality the summer of 2017. Like, I just have such intense sense memory with that album and all the fuckboys I was dating that summer. And it's special to me. And so when Solar Power came out, I was like, what the hell is this? And I really tried to get with that album because I was like, I love Lorde, like I want to support, but at the end of the day, that was not my bag. So I was like cautiously optimistic about Virgin, the latest album. And upon first listen, I was like, I'm a little scared. I don't know what to make of it. This sounds really different. So on first listen, I like didn't know if I really liked it, but I gave it another try. I listened to it on a walk. I listened to it in the car. And then it just like hit me like a truck all of a sudden. And I was like, is this album genius? Is this album poetry? Is this album resonating for me in a way that I simply never saw coming and came out of nowhere? And the answer to all of the above is yes. So that's been huge for me this week. And actually, I was just talking to my outpatient group, and one of my clients was like, you listening to the new Lorde? And I was like, yeah. And I found a way to tie it into what we were talking about in group, because sometimes you need to do that. You need to use all the tools available to you to generate a good discussion. My favorite songs on the album so far are Shapeshifter, Current Affairs, whoa. The subject matter, it being about like Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson's sex tape. Once you get past the initial weirdness and boundary crossing of that, there's a lot to listen for in this song, okay? Is it exploitative? Probably. But it's still a beautiful song. I think that might right now be my favorite song in the album, but I really love Clear Blue. That also took me a second because I was like, what in the birth control needed here is this? But it really grew on me and it was beautiful. And then I started listening to it as like a intergenerational trauma song, and then it clicked. So if you're stuck on that one, see if that changes things for you if you listen to it from that perspective. And then if she could see me now, yeah, I think that's what it's called. Love that one. The like guitar solo at the end, I'm like pumping my fist for that. And then David is beautiful. I love the ending. It kind of makes me tear up. And then Broken Glass is simply one of the best songs about an eating disorder I've ever heard. Not that many people have tried, but she nails it. So yeah, sorry, I'm obsessed. I think I'm ready for this date. I think we're looking cute. Got this shirt, these linen Old Navy pants, and I am ready to head out the door. We're going to get Thai food, surprise, surprise to no one. I think it'll be a fun night, so let's freaking go. Well, friends, it's Thursday afternoon. Last night didn't turn out to be as fun as I thought it would be. I'm trying to get the angle where I'm not being blinded. Okay. Last night didn't end up being as fun as I thought it would be with Daniel, just because he is dealing with some stuff at work and was really stressed out. Didn't have a lot to give. I don't blame him for that, but I was maybe doing more emotional labor than I thought I was going to have to or wanted to, so I ended up just going home at like 8:45 and watching The Queer Ultimatum. And then today was exhausting because I had 4 sessions in a row and like I was tired. So I'm going on a mental health walk with PD and listening to Lord. And hopefully that will set me to rights. But that's what's going on. If you guys want a little insight into how my brain works sometimes, last night when I was trying to fall asleep, I couldn't stop obsessively thinking about the fact that this woman on The Ultimatum Queer Love's name is Megan, but she spells it Magan. And I was like trying to think, I was like, do they pronounce it Megan? I know they don't pronounce it Magan, which is like how that reads in my mind. But it's not Megan. Like no one would call her Meg for short. But do they say Megan? Is it like an Maygan kind of sound? Like how do you say that name? And I've heard them say it, but it just like it doesn't comprehend in my brain. So I was literally just like racked with confusion trying to fall asleep last night thinking about that. Magan. Never come across it in my life before. It will haunt me. That's all I'm saying. Okay, you guys, I'm on episode 8, and it's been confirmed. It is pronounced Megan. One of the characters pronounced it Megan and got corrected. So my instincts were correct. And now I can sleep at night. Good afternoon, friends. It is Friday afternoon, and it is the 4th of July. And I just made it to Kelsey's apartment. We're gonna have a little pool afternoon in their pool, and I'm so excited. I need a pool day. I know I just had a pool day on Sunday, but this lizard needs more than one a week apparently. Yeah, so happy 4th of July. I mean, honestly, not feeling too patriotic. Wouldn't say my personal values align with that of our current governments, and that's an understatement. So it's a complicated holiday to sit with, as many of them are. But last night was a chill night in. After my little mental health walk, Ethan and I had a nice dinner. He made a beautiful caprese salad with some fresh burrata and tomatoes from Whole Foods, and that was gorging. And then we had crab cakes and pesto pasta. He really did his big one yesterday, dinner-wise. It was a beautiful summer meal. And then I just watched some Ultimatum, Queer Love, finished the season except for the reunion. Haven't watched that yet. Crazy how many of those couples ended up together that probably shouldn't if you ask me. And then this morning I just had one session and kind of a slower morning. So yeah, I'm sad I couldn't bring Petey, but we don't know how many people are gonna be at the apartment complex pool, and I don't want him like running around and getting loose. So anyway, he was kind of sad to see me go, but we'll have some quality time with him this evening. Ethan and I don't really have any particular 4th of July plans. We might just, you know, have dinner and like watch a movie and maybe hang out in our backyard. But yeah, ready for this holiday weekend to begin. I'm excited. So I will catch up with you later. We've got our Shake Shack. You really know it's 4th of July. Good morning, friends. It is Saturday morning and my hair is still drying post shower. I feel like this side is really got a leg up on this side, but anyway, I'm just having kind of a slower morning. I went for a run and yeah, had my breakfast, read my book. My book is due back in 11 hours at the library, so I got my Kindle on airplane mode and I'm trying to eke it out. I'm on like 56%, so I think I can do it. Anyway, yesterday when I got home from the pool, Ethan and I went and got Mexican food. It was pretty good, and yeah, we'd never been to that restaurant before, but it's near our house, so we thought we'd give it a try. We were like the only people there, so yeah, it was good. And then we came home and we watched 40 minutes of this movie called Sing Sing with Coleman Domingo. It was my idea to watch it, and I don't know, it wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be, so far at least. They kind of just drop you into the action, and you're like, okay, like, I guess this is happening. They didn't really like build the story. They just kind of drop you in. It's very just like slice of life scenes happening. And so I felt a bit jarred, and I felt a little like disconnected from the characters. I really wanted to show Ethan Sinners, which I saw many a vlog ago in the theater when it was in the theaters, and now it's on HBO Max. And I wanted to show it to Ethan because I know that he would love the music in it, and I know that he would love the movie too. But unfortunately, he's a scaredy cat. And when he saw horror in the little description, he was like, no, I'm not watching that. I don't do horror. And I'm like, I know, but it's vampires. You've seen plenty of vampires. And he's like, I don't care what kind of horror it is. I can't handle it. I know myself. So I was like, oh, eye roll. So then we watched Sing Sing, which was like the second choice. But you guys, I need help convincing Ethan to watch Sinners with me. I know he would love it if he just gave it a try. Oh, I forgot to tell you all yesterday when we got down to the pool, because it's like the apartment complex pool at Kelsey's. You know, we share it with other people, but I've actually never been down there when there were other actual people. And so we walked down and there's like a group of friends there. And Kelsey was like, oh God, no. And then Kelsey goes, oh wait, you're gay. That's fine. Okay, cool, hi. Said all of this out loud. And it was just like a nice little queer friend group, and they laughed and we like introduced ourselves to them, but that was just funny. Yeah, they kind of kept to themselves and we kept to ourselves, but they just looked like a sweet group. And then today I think I'm going to go read at a coffee shop, and then tonight my cousin is in town. My cousin Becca is in town, so we're having a little cousin family dinner at my mom's house, so I'll take you along with me as we do that. I'm fighting a stomach ache right now. I sometimes find that when I run, when it's too hot out, my tummy hurts, so hopefully it'll pass. Is coffee, like a cold brew, maybe the best thing for it? No, but I made this plan and I'm gonna stick to it. So yeah, let's do this day.
Delta, and I'm like, hey, let's get on your plane, and they're just like, well, don't squirmy.
It's okay, they're just playing. They're just playing, they're just playing.
You guys, there's a raccoon in my front yard. Just pulled in. I thought it was a husky. I thought it was a husky dog. It's a raccoon. It was that large and in charge. Pray for us getting out of this vehicle right now. Petey is on high alert. Well, I am back home now. Petey is already in bed. He immediately asked to be put to bed when we got home, but it was a fun night with the fam. There were so many dogs there. There were my mom's 2 dogs, Petey, so that's 3, and then a cute little puppy named Oscar, and my cousin Della's dog, Tootsie. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs. Now, the dog to human ratio was pretty good. Yeah, and it was a gorgeous little grill and chill meal, delicious burgers, lots of fun sides, blueberry pie and chocolate chip cookies and ice cream for dessert. So needless to say, I'm full, but yeah, it was really nice to see my cousin Becca and meet her new boyfriend. Well, they've been dating for 2 years, but I've never met him before, so this was kind of the big reveal. And he was really sweet. And yeah, good time had by all. And then coming home, pulling into the driveway, seeing a literal husky-sized raccoon. Like this raccoon, I was like, oh, a dog got into the yard. No, it was a raccoon. And then he scampered under the neighbor's van, because I don't think he would have fit under a normal sized car. I'm just saying. He was a big boy. Anyway, I'm going to end the vlog here, and tomorrow should be a fun, busy day. I think I've got more cousin time in the schedule, but I will see you in the next one. As always, thanks for coming along with me on this one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.